Good afternoon. It is a Saturday afternoon here, Saturday before Easter. We're doing some family stuff, have been most of the morning. Got some more this evening, but got a couple hours. It's time to break out the 8RX and the corn planter. We need to get it back in the shop so we can get our tank mounted. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to get the anhydrous bar brought back out, put back out here. So let's go. All right, we got some riders. We got our planter pulled out. I had to unfold it and rephase again. We have the same problem on this planter that the bean planter has, where the two wing wheels settle, and then you got to unfold it and rephase. Or I think you could do it with it folded up, but I just unfolded it and rephased everything, and it's annoying is what it is. But anyway, we're gonna get this pulled into the shop, unfold it partially, get that tank mounted, see what we can do. At least get the brackets on. And we'll have plumbing to do yet. We aren't gonna get to that today, but we'll get there. Somebody left a go-kart in my way.
Yeah, because Ryan did.
Uh-huh. Well, what are we going to do here? How am I going to make the turn into the shop with that go-kart parked in the way? Think I can get around it? Yeah, I don't know.
Just go like there then.
I don't know if that's going to work. A lot of shuffling here right now. We got to get this 8R and the anhydrous bar out of the way. We're going to move the forklift, but we're going to put this in the new part of the barn there. Dad is actually spraying some nitrogen on the wheat, and I would show you, but he's going 5 miles away, and I'm not going, so there's nothing I can really do here. We're all going to be in the way. Traffic jam. We'll talk about that on Monday. He's just doing a couple of small fields today. We'll do more on Monday. Do the rest of it, hopefully. So, yeah. We're just going to park this for now. We are done with the anhydrous bar. It is ready to go, so we don't need it hooked up to this tractor anymore. So I kind of parked it where we can unhook it there, and yeah. Anyway, part of Brock's jobs Monday and Tuesday is to get the bean planter hooked up to the 8R and get the bean planter ready to go. Look at this. Go-karting. We've got cousin Parker, who is 4, one of the younger ones, driving Aunt Stephanie around, my sister, in the kids' little go-kart. Aunt Stephanie doesn't have a helmet on, Brayson. You don't care? Okay, we've got the planter in the shop. We partially unfolded it again. I actually lowered it down so that maybe we can get that tank over that, because that's what I'm worried about, but we've got to get it mounted right here. Hi, sissy.
Oh, check out my nice new plate.
Yeah, look at your planter, honey. It was expensive.
Yeah, only the best for me.
That's right.
Can you tell mine?
How are you?
Hey.
Not interested.
With Grandpa?
Yeah, rounds with Grandpa.
And Kate?
And Cade. All right, let's see what we can do here. So those brackets need to go on first, but I've got the tank suspended. So I think we're going to try and fly it over and set it down inside there, and then we'll come back and get the brackets and get those on, then we'll be closer to pick it back up. Our hoist is awesome because we can lift stuff like this, but it doesn't have any, it's all manual pushing and stuff, and when we're off to one side like this, it's hard to get the trolley, not the trolley, but the whole I-beam to move across the planter. So weight helps, but this tank's not very heavy. Well, we've cleared that. What's up, bud? This is the new planter. What do you think? Is it nice? Yeah? All right, now I want to try and push it that way a little bit yet. We're going to go down some. Try not to stand under it. We might not need to go down or back. We're going to clear here. Just push it a little. All right, that chain is supposed to go in that cup up there, but it fell out, so. Okay. Bracinator's going to take one of the hats they gave us So this Daylight Tank Solutions, DTS, that's where we got this tank from. They saw my video a while ago where we had talked about buying this planter and that I was thinking about adding a tank, reached out to me that they had solutions. And so when it came time for me to actually find one, their tanks seemed to be the most flexible that I could find. I talked to a couple of other companies that had tanks, but the way their stands bolted up, they were very fixed. And we have a bit of an obstacle here with this gusset on the bottom that we have to be able to work around. And I'm not saying I know how this is going to fit exactly perfect, but what I do know is that this one had more flexibility and mounting options than some of the other ones. So that's why we ended up settling on this one. And we'll see. I think it's going to work really well. The build quality looks great. One thing you'll note if you're shopping for planter tanks or just tanks in general in the ag world is there's only a couple of manufacturers of the actual tanks. The differences between them is in the brackets and how they mount and all of that stuff. So this looks good. We're going to fly one of these up there, see if we can get it bolted to the top of our frame up there, and we'll see how this all fits. We might have to do some measuring to see where the holes are and how everything's going to line up. I don't know how heavy that is because I didn't really try and lift it up, but that'll work. Don't want that to get caught on something. My parts helper today. Put the washer on here. Put one of them on here. Okay, find another one. We're gonna need it. This goes up through that bottom plate. Wait. Okay, put it on up there. Okay, now can you get the nut started? Oh, almost. There you go. Spin, spin, spin until it stops. Good job. Okay. So that I think will fit right there. We can move it forward to this. We can't be outside of that, so but we can move right up to it, and then we'll have just enough clearance to get through there and hopefully get our hoses around the sides or something. I don't know. Well, we got to get the other big piece in here, so not yet. There's our other bracket. My helper's getting my bolts. Like I said, I don't know exactly what our spacing needs to be. We're going to have to set the tank on there first, so we're going to bolt them up there loose, and we can slide them around. Good job, bud. Excellent. Okay, we need to get some more of those washers and nuts from right here. Can you get them? Good job. Okay, we got both of our brackets mounted up there loosely. It appears that this tank is symmetrical. I see no difference from one side to the other than the size of the ports coming out the bottom there. And that shouldn't make much difference. We've got numbers, you know, fill level markings on both sides. Heck, even on the side there. So I don't think it matters a whole lot. So we're just going to try and get this set up on there. Okay, well, good news, bad news. Good news is there's plenty of room, it's going to fit. Bad news is I don't think that bracket's going to fit behind there, because if I move this back to here, the tanks are going to hit. There's not enough room there. So this bracket's going to have to move up here, but that should work because we got plenty of room. Plenty of room. There's just a narrower mounting base, but I don't think that's going to hurt us too much. Well, there. I like it. That looks good. That will work. Okay, so everything's loose, but we've got everything, all the bolts in where they need to be. So, yeah, we just went in front of that gusset. We were able to do this one. We even could slide, well, we did slide it back just a little bit from where them bolts were, so we're not quite as wide as it would, but we wouldn't get another set of holes in the back to slide the whole tank forward. We got plenty of room in between them. We are going to have to move those flow gauges to the front here. That's not a problem. We just need some longer hoses. And now we got to plumb it. This hose here that runs up to the tractor is the one that we're going to remove it from this wing, run it up the center, and that's our draw. That's the one that's going to the pump. And then we have to add a second hose, a 2-inch, to the back for the fill. So, yeah, that's what we've got to do. But it makes me feel good to have it up there. One of the things that I like about this tank, and when I was looking at all the different companies, you know, the tanks are the same, but the brackets are different, like I was saying, and some of them had green metal bands that went over the top. fine. They work great. They don't match. They don't match the black fabric that's on this one. Some of them had black cradles and bases and stands, and so I do like the fact that this matches as close as you can. Obviously, you don't have the deep ribs to hide that stuff, like that one, because this is a small tank. This is a 300-gallon tank. That's a 600-gallon tank. It's just the way that they're built. So, you know, but as far as a factory look and looking right to the planter, that matches as good as anything that's out there. So I really like that. Well, we took a break for an Easter egg hunt. I should have filmed some of that for you guys. Sorry, I missed it, but time to tighten our bolts up. So I think maybe I should tighten the brackets to the tank and then the brackets to the frame. That way, if they need to realign just a little bit, they can. Of course, all those holes on the top are slotted, so it gives them some wiggle. Anyway, these, I'm pretty sure, are 24 millimeter. Nope, they're bigger than that. Okay, well, we gotta get the right size wrenches anyway. Are those standard bolts? Ugh, they are standard bolts. Okay, 1.1/8 maybe? We'll figure it out. The only thing so far that I've noticed is not really an issue, but kind of something is, let me turn my light on. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mounting holes here that this bracket can mount to, which is, like I said, the reason that it has the flexibility. And so we're in the front ones on the back, but we're on the front ones on the front as well. And so it gives us some spacing. I would prefer, just from a stability standpoint, which it won't matter, but that we be in the back one. But this gusset is in the way. So now, what I was saying is there's washers for those bolts. You can't get them on the one on the front there. It's too close to that brace. So, not really a problem, just something that I noticed. So we got 2 extra washers. But, all right, let's see. What size? 1.1/8. Let's try. Okay, well, we got the tank tightened to the frame, and I'm tightening these up. You do kind of have to tighten both sides evenly, otherwise you'll tip it, and you don't want that. So, get the front one tight, gotta do the back one here yet, and then the tank is mounted. Take a couple go-kart rides. I had to fuel it up. Now my kid thinks I stole his go-kart. He's mad at me. What's your problem?
I have it.
All right, little gator tune-up, or go-kart tune-up. They're going to go there in a little bit. So we have to figure out our plumbing side of stuff. And this hose has to get moved. So it's got to come out of here. This zip tie is going to have to get cut, and that might be it. And then we're going to have to run kind of along here and up across the front. So that hose is full of RV antifreeze, I believe, so it needs to come outside and get drained before we start cutting stuff. But yeah, it comes all the way up here because they were running saddle tanks on their tractor. Had to have been. We are not doing that. We're pulling out of this tank and our rear tank. So we've got a little plumbing to do. So this hose that goes to the back is hooked to the this will be our pop-up. So the fill that's already there is for our pop-up. This one is for our 2x2x2. It's going to be plumbed into the same one that we're hooking up to the tank. And so it's going to draw from the tank or from here. I may need my electric valve underneath here. We'll see about that. Yeah, I really don't need both of those ports. We could do this with 1 2-inch line, but because we already have this here, we might just go ahead and put it in. So I need to make a list. We've got a decent place just 6 or 7 miles from here that has banjo fittings and hoses and all of the stuff that we would need for this. So I'll make a list and we'll head there Monday morning and try and get this done. The other thing that may be an issue, and we're going to have to watch very closely, is this particularly, but also this bar, to make sure that that's not going to hit here. I almost bet you that those ball valves are going to have to move. Yeah. Well, I decided to try and fold it and see what we got here. See how close everything's going to be. We're not folded all the way yet, and just like I thought, that is gonna hit. I wonder if just loosening that and twisting it will get it far enough away. Maybe. I hope that's not gonna hit. That would be a bigger problem if that bracket is gonna hit there, but we're not that far out yet. That might make it. Well, twisting it did not get me enough clearance. It was still gonna hit, so I backed it off a little bit. I am wondering though, if we move it down and in between these gussets, that should give us enough room. Problem is a few of our hoses on that side may be too short. But we're gonna have to do something, so I think we're gonna try that and see what happens. All right, well, we're gonna have to mess with them hoses and stuff on there. It is what it is. I might need to get a roll of that hose, because the ones that are too long I can shorten, the ones that are not I can't. Either we need some splice connectors or something, but I believe this whole thing needs to move down and over here, and these are gonna, maybe they won't be too short. I don't know. I'm done messing with it though. It's after 5. We've got all kinds of family stuff going on. Dinner's coming up soon. They want to start a fire. So, did I get enough to post this? I think so. I think we did. So, I'm not going to do it tomorrow morning because tomorrow morning is Easter. So, you'll see this Monday morning. Obviously, you know that by now. But thanks for watching. It's still super busy here. Monday morning, next time I come to work, we're going to load up some seed, make a couple deliveries. My buddy dropped off his flatbed semi-trailer so we can take some big loads. I got 2 or 3 of them that I need to do, and then maybe we'll treat some more beans. At some point we're going to treat some more beans, and we're going to work on this tank, and we're going to top dress the wheat. Yeah, we got top dress the wheat to do, so that's the plan for Monday morning, I guess. Seed deliveries will have to wait a little bit, although I got a big one to go to Berkey, so maybe we'll take it down there. But anyway, happy Easter everybody. We'll see you later. Oh yeah, one more thing before we wrap it up for good for the night here. I want to say thank you to the guys from Daylight Tank Solutions for getting me that tank, for getting it here quickly. If you guys need something for a planter, or I don't even know what all they offer, but link to their website down below, and you can give them a call from there and everything. But they got me what I needed, and I appreciate it. So thank you guys.
Birthday to you. Yeah, I feel like that frosty is going to be so hot.
Okay, blow out your candles, dude. Oh, wow. Yeah.